All right, there's a warm up for today. Question number 3 says, what are 2 ways you can find an equivalent ratio for 12 divided by 6? So they're not saying find 2 equivalent ratios. What are the ways we can do it? So the way we can do it is we can expand the ratio by a common multiplier. So we can multiply the top by 2 and the bottom by 2, and it becomes a bigger ratio. Or we can divide by something. So both of these are divisible by 2, like 12 and 16 are even. So we can divide it by 2 and make it a smaller numbers, but it's still the same ratio. So that's how we can do it. We can divide or multiply by the same number, okay? So if you really want to see these answers, if I divide by 2, I take 12 divided by 2, I get 6. I get 16 divided by 2, I get 8. That ratio is the same as this ratio. If I do the same thing, if I multiply, I'm going to get, well, we're dealing with 12 over 16, right? Multiply that by 2, we get 24. Multiply 16 by 2, we get 32. So these 3 numbers you see all are the same. But what we can do is we can create equivalent or equal ratios by dividing or multiplying by the same thing. So here I want you to actually write an equivalent ratio for this. So use the rule that you just wrote. Multiply or divide by something. I think generally the easiest way to go about it is to multiply by 2. So here's the thing. We're multiplying by 2 up here, and we're multiplying by 2 down there. You should hopefully identify why this is allowed and why it still is equal. That's the big one we've been dealing about. So really, like take a number. What's 3 times 1? Well, it's 3. All right. What's 99 times 1? Well, it's still the same number. So taking this fraction and multiplying it by 1 really gives me the same fraction. So 12 divided by 21, we're going to multiply by 2 and get 24 over 42. Same thing as this. And what we really mean by that is if I found the decimal to this, and I'm trying to do that in my head, 3 over 7, so 14 plus, it's going to be like 0.43. So if I divided these out, it's going to be 0.43. These equal the exact same thing.